Hello dear karting lovers and welcome back to a new video in this channel. This time we find ourselves in the 8th of May at the Recas circuit. Recas is in Toledo. It's a very small village, but it has this amazing circuit which is extremely fast, only 4 braking points here, which I will explain later, but this is the start of qualifying in the outlap, and we were really unlucky with the kart as we lacked on pace. I was here about 2 weeks earlier and I managed to go 1.5 seconds faster per lap, which is not ideal, and I could clearly see the issue with the kart, which lacked on top speed, because even though I have like 8 kilos more on the kart, I cannot explain myself why I was going so slow. Maybe half a second, okay, yes, it's more or less realistic, but 1.5 seconds clearly shows that there's an issue. And there's the start, which is with flag and not with the traffic lights. They wave the flag and that's the start. Already gained 2 positions, so a very decent one. Try to gain a place down the inside, but there is a very little gap there. Lose some momentum and speed, which cost me 1 position, but still not last, which is good. We are trying to make a very aggressive start because I was really frustrated with the qualifying result. Didn't really expect to be the last driver on the grid. I was hoping minimum for a top 10 or so, and well, already passing the youngest driver on the grid there, which is Ivan. And well, where am I going? Really crazy this start. Almost collide with Raul, which I think it was that driver on the red and white suit, but luckily no contact made, avoided it in the last second, but we already lost a lot of positions, so I was trying to gain them as fast as I could, and we are 2 positions higher already, so that's good. A little bomb draft with Raul so that we can work together, but he goes wide, forgets to turn, and there we are, a freebie. So now, starting the second lap, we gained, I think, 3 positions, which is good, but could have been much better, really. I go very wide on that first turn, which is the first breaking point, but we have a nice battle, Ivan and me, in this section. He tries to go down the inside, but I fight it round the outside and manage to go through. So starting the third lap, nothing really happened, so getting ready for the 4th one, and now the lap times are starting to go faster, which is good, already in the 1:19s, and we are going to try to be consistent and stay in that range. So we are here, not worried about the guys behind, but Ivan comes once again in the inside. He pulls me off the track because he clearly doesn't see me there. I don't know why he didn't thought I was there, but anyway, we are trying to keep with him. He makes a mistake, goes really wide, so now I gain the place, and that is the last time we will see him until the end of the race. Luckily, there were no more battles, so I could concentrate and try to catch the guys in front once again. Starting the 5th lap, and look how much slower we are, almost 2 seconds slower on this lap, which is not good. But we are starting the 6th lap, first braking point here. Try to get as close to the apex as you can, but don't touch it too much because it bounces off the kart and it makes you lose speed. All this is flat out, small lift and goes here, carry the speed, and coming to the second big straight, which is where the car reaches its top speed, which may be around 70-75 kilometers an hour. Not really fast, but it feels faster. So that double apex, you have to go really wide in the first turn and then carry the maximum speed into the vortex of the second one. A small brake right after the white mark on the floor, flat out in this left turn, and then a small lift in the second turn, which is a right-hander, and then we are coming into the third straight, which is flat out all the way until this left-hander, where we brake just a tiny bit, carry a lot of speed, and then go flat out into the last turn. And that's a full lap around the recast circuit. I'm miscommunicating between Spanish and English, sorry, it's quite difficult. And the lap time is a 1:19.380, starting to be consistent here, no traffic, so 1:19.574 at the end of the 7th lap, and 1:19.586 at the end of the 8th lap, so only 12 thousandths of a second difference, which makes the lap times almost identical. That was extremely consistent. And now we are starting to see the results. These guys are fighting and we are making identical lap times, so we are starting to gain a lot of distance, and we're getting closer and closer every time. They go side by side during most of the lap, so I'm taking the most advantage of that. And well, I'm almost there, almost there. Now they go side by side again. Number 17 tries the inside, but then he has the outside, and they fight a lot, so I gain the momentum and then go to the inside for the first right-hander. Overtake done, but misjudge the exit and just touch a little bit to the 15 guy, which I can't remember his name right now, sorry mate. I know I'm faster than him, but can't really try to do more crazy overtakes, otherwise I might get a penalty, and we don't want that because we have done 6 races already in this championship and we had no penalty in any race. But here I almost made contact with number 15, misjudged his braking point and almost collide with him, had to take avoiding action, go to the outside, and then I lost the place again to Nacho, and that wasn't really ideal. I was very frustrated here. I was angry with myself because it wasn't the best decision to go so close to him, and I didn't expect him to brake so early. So now we are trying to be as fast as possible. I was enjoying this race, but you know, these little mistakes cost me a lot of time and a much better result. So some frustration, not too much because I was enjoying it, but you know, it is what it is. I could have done much better, to be honest. So now we give a little push to Nacho, a little bomb draft. We're trying to work together because we know we are faster than those guys in the front, but it is really difficult when they gain so much distance. And now I'm going to be more cautious into this double left-hander, which is quite technical, and didn't make contact with anybody, so that's cool. That's a successful turn. Now let's try to be closer. You can see Nacho extends the exit of the turn much more, and I go really wide for the entry of the hairpin, of the left hairpin, which is flat out, and then I get much closer to him in this section. I think that's the ideal line, but I might be mistaken. And now we are getting ready for the last lap of the race, which I wasn't aware of because I thought the race was going to be 20 minutes long, and in fact it was 16 minutes long. They made the race shorter. I don't understand why, because we pay the race, you know, and we have to run our time, our scheduled time. So I don't know. Frustrating, but we had some fun. Could have been better if we had 3 more laps, but it is what it is. Nothing can be done already. And we successfully made the pass on Nacho. He was a little bit under pressure and made a mistake into turn 1, so I took the chance. Now he gave me a little bomb draft and I raised my finger to him to say thank you, my thumb, and that's the end of the race. Checkered flag, P13. So there's my frustrated face, and that was all of it. All of it. So we've been really unlucky. In half of the races, we have done 6 races in this championship, and we were competitive only in 3 of them. The rest, we didn't have a good card, and there was nothing we could do. I have a friend, sorry, which says you may be Michael Schumacher, but if you don't have a good card, there is nothing you can do. You will not catch the guys in front. And I think he's right, because you are giving it everything, and you can see how they gain on the straights, on the corners, and everywhere. So that's the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed this race. If so, please leave me a like and subscribe to the channel. Also, you can follow me on Instagram, which will appear now at the end of the video. And more content coming soon. The last race is on the 4th of June, so in 2 weeks time. Maybe the video is ready in 3 weeks. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed this, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye!